Yo guys, in this GTA Online video, I'll be showing you how you can complete the Elite Challenge for the Cayo Perico Heist. This will be after the recent nerf, which of course will mean that guards can detect every single body, and altogether is just super frustrating to deal with. But if you guys are going to enjoy this method, make sure to leave a like and also consider subscribing. And without any further ado guys, let's jump straight into this video. To quickly run over the best setup for this heist, for your approach vehicle you guys want to select the long fin. With the method that we will be using, the long fin is by far the best vehicle for this. The infiltration point, you guys want to make sure that you select the main dock. Select the drainage tunnel for the compound entry point. For the escape point, select anything on this list. It doesn't really matter because we will not be using this. For the time of day, you guys can either select the day or night option. And last but not least, for the weapon loadout, this is really down to personal preference. For me though, I just prefer using the conspirator weapon loadout. I also make sure to buy the suppressors as well. Now that we have selected our setup for this heist, we can go straight ahead and launch it. Because of all the recent changes to how this heist works, with the guard detection and everything like that, instead of doing the usual route to the main dock, we instead want to go over to the airstrip. Once at the airstrip, we want to start running over to the hangar, and you will see a guard out front. With this guard, we can just take him out, and no other guards will detect this. Right now in the Cayo Perico heist, this is probably the only guard that we can take out, and after doing this, we can just run straight into the hangar. Now that we are inside of the hangar, we can come over to this forklift and pick up these boxes. We want to lift these boxes as high as possible, and then drive the forklift over to this gate. When you have done this, we can climb on the forklift and then onto the box. This will allow our character to be able to climb over the gate, and you guys will see a looting location. I got super lucky with this looting location. You guys can see that I got 2 coke looting spots, so already this will fill up my secondary loot. If you guys do not get this lucky, we can loot whatever is there, and if we backtrack where we came from, there is one more looting location just underneath us. If the loot inside of this hangar does not fill up your bag still, we can run across the airstrip and come over to this wall. When we get to this wall, we want to jump over it and onto the roof. When on this roof, we want to pull out a weapon and shoot this guard on a balcony. I would wait until he stops. Now that we have taken care of this guard, we can slowly peek over the edge of this roof and then take out this security camera. From this point on, this is really simple. We have this loot in front of us. This will be another 2 looting spots. There is only one thing to look out for now, and that will be the guard just behind this area. If we wait a couple of seconds, this guard will turn around and start walking away, and we can now loot this area. When you guys have finished looting this area, we want to come back over to this wall and then simply jump over this. When you get over this wall, we want to start running back over to where we parked our long fin. Keep in mind that the long fin can actually drift away from the island. This will happen to you guys if you do not park the long fin close enough, and in the gameplay this actually happened to me. This will not be a big deal however, because you guys can go into first person and just swim over to your long fin. Now that we are back on the long fin, we can just take it over to the drainage tunnel. The drainage tunnel is super easy to access, so I will quickly skip ahead until we enter the compound. We have now just entered the compound, and we will be using the same method that I showed a few days ago. This will be a very similar route to all of the older methods. Now when we get to this point just below these stairs, we just want to wait a few seconds until this guard starts turning around. When this guard turns around, he will start walking over to this smaller area. We want to wait until he gets all the way around the corner, and we can then point the gun at him and then press the melee button. After doing this, he will either drop the keys for the gate. If he doesn't drop the keys for the gate, we can come around the corner again and knock out this other guard. And luckily enough, I got the keys on the second guard. Now that we have the keys, the heist is really straightforward from here. We can either keep going to El Rubio's office and get some more money from the safe, or of course, because we already have the gate keys, we can just go straight over to the gate. If you guys do go over to El Rubio's office, be careful though, because there is one more guard that we need to take care of. I would actually recommend that you guys go over to El Rubio's office, as you can get a very nice bonus amount of money. After collecting the safe money, I am going to come down these stairs again and then jump over this banister. Just be careful of a guard on the right hand side of you. Sometimes he can detect you if he does turn around. When our character gets up, we can run over to this second banister and jump over it. And of course, from this point on, it is super easy to do. We can now go through this gate and hack this keypad. collect our primary take, for me this was bearer bonds, and then backtrack where we came from. If you guys have done this at a similar speed to me, you will see the Juggernaut and he will be going up these stairs. For me, the Juggernaut was already up these stairs and around the corner, so I could just run over to the compound gate. When we leave the Cayo Perico compound, we can run over to this guard on the bike, knock him out and get on the bike. Now I'm sure you guys have seen this method a million times. We just need to ride this bike over the edge of the cliff. And when we land in the water, we need to keep swimming until the screen fades to black. And just like that, we have completed the Cayo Perico Elite Challenge after all of the nerfs. This took me around about 1 minute longer than it usually would. And as of right now in GTA Online, this is by far the easiest method to do for the Cayo Perico Heist. If you guys did enjoy this method, make sure to leave a like. And if you guys are new to the channel and like what you see, make sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications to never miss a video. Finally guys, stay safe and thanks for watching.